Welcome back to Vinny's Aquatics. Today we're going to talk about the Flowerhorn. Yeah, it's a hybrid, but is it a Frankenfish?
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
In the past year, we've got so many videos about Flowerhorns dying, like Frank, Joey DIY's Flowerhorn, Paul Cuffaro's Flowerhorn George, the Finatic's Flowerhorn that just jumped out of the tank and died. And I'll be honest, I had an unfortunate mishap with one of my Flowerhorns that passed away.
Do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell. Thank you.
So what's going on? Why are all these famous YouTubers, and me, why are their Flowerhorns dying? If you go online and you look, and you go on YouTube after this video though, and after you hit the like button and the subscribe button, go look and you'll just type in my Flowerhorn died, and you're gonna be amazed. And these are all, like Joey DIY is a quality fish keeper. I don't think he doesn't know what he's doing. I don't think he's an amateur, but these fish keep dying. So what I want to do, I want to take a step back. Let's take a look at this. Let's see, what is a Flowerhorn? Well, there's many different kinds of Flowerhorn. It's a hybrid fish. Okay, not for nothing, but while doing research, I ran across this. It says, being a large fish, the ideal tank for a Flowerhorn cichlid should be around 15 gallons.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I think I saw that in a comment after one of my videos. So what makes a Flowerhorn? And to be honest, they really don't know. Now, don't get confused. Not all cichlids can hybridize either. A lot of the crosses are very unsightly and undesirable in hobby. The exception, of course, being the blood parrot and the Flowerhorn. I'm going to do a video on the blood parrot later on as another hybrid series, but now we're going to talk about the Flowerhorn. So the exact crosses that create the fish, they're really not known, but it's suspected that a cross of these four fish is what makes a Flowerhorn. We have the 3-spot cichlid. You can see the familiar markings on the side. And the next one is, of course, the Midas cichlid. You can notice by the hump. I actually have 3 of these myself. Beautiful fish. But that's where the hump comes from, I believe. And we have the Red Terror. Another beautiful fish. These, look at this. I think I want to get one of these. And, of course, being a Red Terror, I'm sure it'll go great in a community tank. And we have the red-headed cichlid, also known as the ginger cichlid. All right, don't get offended. Those are the 4 cichlids that they believe the Flowerhorn comes from. And Flowerhorn's only been around since the 1990s. So, and they're breeding these things, I don't know, they're hybridizing them like crazy. There you see the fish markets, they're all over the place. They're beautiful, beautiful fish. But they're a hybrid. Some people do have a problem with hybrids, and I don't know where I stand on that. But what makes these fish so desirable? That's the main question, because they get a lot of money for these fish. I've seen them for $500, more. Thousands for a fish like this. A lot of people say it's that hump. You see that hump? That's a neutral hump, which I probably didn't say right. So let's let this person tell us exactly what it is.
The nuchal hump is visible on male fish, mainly on cichlids, as a hump on the forehead. Depending on species, it can be fairly subtle or extremely prominent. It can also be referred to as a cock. They can be highly prized in show fish, especially on the Flowerhorn hybrid cichlid. The larger the nuchal hump, the more expensive it will be to buy.
Thank you, but you'd think a computer voice could pronounce the word visible and cichlid. Now, did she just say that males with a large cock are more desirable and more expensive? I thought size didn't matter. And to spell K-O-K, people, get your minds out of the gutter. So now that we know how they're made and why they're so desirable in the hobby, let's talk about them a little bit. Their care level allegedly is intermediate. They're moderate to aggressive, which I disagree with. I think they're very aggressive. They live up to 10 years. So that's why I'm seeing a problem, because nobody's had these fish for 10 years. They grow up to 16 inches. They're an omnivore. Of course, they're a freshwater cichlid. The minimum tank size I would say is 75 gallons. Now they like a pH anywhere from 6 to 7.6. And it's very important to remember that the ammonia level and the nitrate level is also kept in control. Both should be 0. When there's ammonia or nitrate in the water, the flowerhorn is going to suffer. The filtration, you got to make sure you have a lot of filtration for these fish. And a lot of aeration, so you get agitation on the top of the tank. And make sure people, you keep up with your water changes. Now, even with all that said, why are all these fish dying? Like I said, just go look. My flowerhorn died. You'll see 100 videos. Well, let me tell you the diseases that these fish get. They get white spot disease. It's also known as ick. They get hole in head disease, which is it's really bad. I had an Oscar with that one. They get mouth, body, and tail fungus. They get dropsy, fin and tail rot disease, air bladder disease. I've seen videos of this. It's definitely not something you want to watch. It's definitely, you don't want that to happen to your fish. Velvet disease, and white poop, which is, white poop, I think, says it all. So you may ask, Vinny, why do you think all these YouTubers and these other people are having their flowerhorns die? I'm going to tell you. I think it's got to do with, number one, water quality and the fact that they're a hybrid. I mean, even with dogs that are hybrid and bred like that, like look at a pug, for example. I've had 3 pugs in my lifetime. I love pugs, but there's problems. I think you're going to have the same problems with hybrid fish. And speaking of pugs, go check out Doug the Pug. I love Doug the Pug. Go check him out. I'll drop links for everything in the description down below. So let's wrap this up with a nice little bow on top. Am I saying to ban these fish like some people do? No, I'm not saying that. Am I saying that Joey DIY, for example, is a bad fish keeper? No, I'm not saying that at all. I love Joey's videos. Always have. He's the one that got me into this. But I am saying, if you're going to buy a flowerhorn, you're going to house a flowerhorn, take a look at IFG's channel. Go see what he's doing with his flowerhorn room. You're going to need a big tank. He's probably going to be in it by himself. And you're going to need to do a buttload of water changes. You're going to have to change that water over and over again. And if you do this right, and you feed the fish right, you should have a long-living flowerhorn. But I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Oh, also, I'm still working on the video for the aquariums. I know, but I'm trying to do it right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for showing up and all the support. I love every one of you guys. And I'll see you next time on Vinny's Aquatics.